So I bet literally none of you have been wondering, what am I going to do with all those LED coasters from the wedding? Well, fear not, I have a plan. I have a lovely gin collection on my kitchen cabinets that they would go nicely under. So first things first, let's get all those bottles down and give the cabinets a good clean. And then lay out all the coasters roughly in position. Then on to the first laborious part, plugging all 20 of them in. Now for the moment of truth. There we go. Oh baby. Now for the really laborious bit. Okay, so here I have a list of the order that I happen to put the coasters down because I didn't foolishly order them before I started. So I'm on number 15 right now. So I need to find T15 in this list. I need to go to its IP address and make sure it's all up to date. So now we're on coaster 7. So I'm going to put coaster 7 in the name here. Change the CPS to 25 because that updates the changes per second, so it makes the animations smoother. And then we're going to head over to the LED section, which is where we can configure it for Home Assistant. Okay, so in here, what are we on again? Coaster 7. So we're going to put coaster 7 in here, enable it for Home Assistant, and save. And that is all we have to do in the config for each one. And then we're going to come over to Home Assistant, and once that coaster reboots and gets reconnected to MQTT, it will automatically be discovered here by Home Assistant and appear in my list because I'm currently looking at all the devices in MQTT filtered for coaster. Coaster number 7 has just appeared, so I'm going to go into that. I'm going to edit the device to put that device in my kitchen, and I'll give it the label gins. Now that is so that when I filter for gins in the list, it appears. And I also need to select the entity and label that gins as well. Now this new label feature in Home Assistant is how I'm targeting all of the coasters at once. So if I go into my automation here and have cabinets on, you'll see that I've got a light turn on action for the label gins. So all of my gin coasters will be turned on to the lava effect at the same time. And once I've done that 20 times. So let's check out what actually happens when I step into my kitchen and I go into the cabinet zone. They all light up with the same effect. So now all that's left is to start putting the bottles back on top. And once all the bottles are up and I've tweaked the automation a little bit, now we test.